Hey everybody. So a few things. First of all, it's been instructed to me, and anybody who's really with the Most High should probably do the same. To not share dreams and visions too. So I have obviously done that, and I shouldn't really be laughing, but can't do anything about the past, but I am, I just made a video saying that I had some dreams last night, and I did, and they were very, I'm not going to even say any more about them, because I've been instructed not to. So that's is what it is. And I also want to, also really apologize to Joy. I'm aware that she's dealing with a lot of uncomfortability and pain and paranoia and fear, and a lot of that is because of me. Um, I mean, it is what it is. It's not what I intended, but that's how things have played out, and I have had a part in this, a very large part in this recently with her, and seeing her walking around, looking every which way, like she really does look like, she's scared. So I apologize for enhancing her fears. Again, though, there's things that she can do with her life to, I'm not talking about with me, I'm just saying that there are good things that you can do to help get over those fears. And if, Dexter is all about serial killers and stuff. I don't even watch the show, but I mean, if you're continuing to watch stuff like that, and you're also reading books about serial killers, and then you go and you make a bunch of videos about me being a serial killer, I mean, you're putting a lot of energy into serial killers. So, just knowing how energy works and stuff, and now you're talking about you living in this place where there's all these murders going on. Just be careful, Joy. Like, it's good to be aware of things, but sometimes you can pay things too much attention, and that shit can backfire on you. Like my dad, he's paranoid as shit about a lot of things, and yeah, he doesn't get, like, he's never been arrested. There's a lot of things that his paranoia has kept him safe from, but there's also a lot of things he misses out on. Like, he just stays in his bed a lot of times all day, comes up with a lot of excuses not to do things, and I myself have a part of that too. But it's there's a difference between letting the fear control you, keep you from doing things and not being courageous, for the good things in life. And there's another thing about using fear just to be aware of your situation, and mindful of what's really going on, and what's good and what's not good. But I do want to really apologize to her, because I don't, I've been on my own for so long, and I've had a lot of fights with my friends, and a lot of the conversations I've had with Sean-Michael and Theodore in the past had to do with Joshua, and it was just me defending Joshua being God, and it kept on going over and over and over again, and it got repetitively redundant. And Sean-Michael, he's also one who loves to criticize, and this is something that just after time, enough is enough, man. Like, I get there's things in my life I need to change, but if you're not able to even speak on anything good that I'm talking about or doing, or it just seems like that's all you want to talk about. It's just criticizing my behavior. Like, that doesn't feel like a real friend to me, And then honestly, with Teddy lately, Theodore TGreenMan1, and again, you guys, I've known you guys, I think, over 20 years. I mean, you feel you're like practically family to me. So I mean, I just know you guys really well. Take it however you want it. I mean, but Teddy's been sending me messages, text messages, and the comments he's left on my page. Like, one thing about Theodore that I've seen that's changed recently is, like, he's been insulting people. Like, that's something that maybe when he was a little bit younger, like, I've never even really seen, like, the way he's doing it now is something I've never really seen out of Teddy before. Teddy actually was one of the ones that stood up for me when I was being bullied. Because we used to all hang out with a group together, Sean-Michael, Teddy, like a bunch of us, like 20, 30. I mean, we had a huge extension of, like, mixture of punkers, skaters, stoners, kind of even, like, got into, like, a little bit of the gangster hips and crips and fucking, like, mild ass gang shit, nothing real, just, you know, more troublemakers than anything. But there was a lot of us, you know, and I got picked on by a few characters in particular, and Theodore would always be the one in my corner telling me to stand up, you know, that you're strong, that you can fight back, don't be a pussy, don't let them push you around. And, you know, I'll never forget that, man. So thank you for doing that, you know. But to see you, some of the comments you've left, man, some of the texts you've sent me have just been nothing but, I mean, just like angry, like trying to make people feel bad. Like Teddy used to always really be good about encouraging people to be good and continue on and do the good thing and grow. And I'm sensing more of a malevolent and nefarious, you know, energy behind the words that he's choosing to speak, which is not like him, not like the Teddy that I used to know. So, you know, I guess, you know, when I say I have a lot of friends, you know, I mean, I know a lot of people. You know, a friend really is something that, you know, you should be open with and able to talk to and feel like people really want to hear what you have to say. And another thing with Teddy is, like, when I try to talk to him about Josh being God, like, he got really, like, angry. Like, and I wasn't even trying to push it on Teddy that Josh was God. I was just expressing how I felt about it, and it actually led to a large separation in our conversations. And this is after I'd spent a lot of time talking with Sean-Michael about Josh being God, and I talked to Andrew about Josh being God before Andrew passed. And it's just, it's been very, I've taken, you know, it's been very wearying on my soul, you know, to continue to speak up for it. And I feel like I've just gone over it so many times. There's not really any other way to say it other than you guys just going to continue to convince me that I'm wrong and not believing in me, not even trying to see why I believe this. You know, I don't really feel like they really tried to appreciate the reasons why. It was just a constant, you know, like derangement of, no, you're wrong, you're crazy, he's not that, he's not this, da-da-da-da, you need to help, you need to do these things, you need to get him out of your life, he's da-da-da-da. And it's just, you know, I'm not saying that he doesn't have things he needs to work on, because we all do. And like I've said before, you know, God, you know, if he was going to incarnate himself in the flesh, I believe that it would be, you know, he'd do so in a way that he would, to go through this experience as a human would have to go through this experience. So he would have to go through trials and tribulations just like all of us, which is why he's been wrong about things. But at the same time, he's been the most righteous person that I've ever known when it comes to doing what is ultimately good for everybody at a very young age, okay? So, I've still to this day never seen anybody come close to his level of commitment to wanting to save the hungry children, cancer, evil, just all that shit. So, and then there's of course just the whole way that I met him, trying to meet Zen and not meeting Zen, and then just, I literally, that day I met him, 3 hours before, I got on my hands and knees and submitted myself to Christ, and asked for help, and I met him. I met a Josh before I met Josh, but then I met Joshua, and since then he took care of me in New Orleans, and, you know, he had this whole presentation for hemp and saving the world, and it was just, and then as soon as I met him, I felt like he owned everything. So again, these are just my personal truths. I'm not trying to convince anybody else that he's God, but that has been a reason why I haven't felt like talking to people as much, because I just got burned out on defending, Josh, people not wanting to believe, and then, and them telling me I'm crazy, I need to change all these things. And then yes, I was also taking a lot of kratom, and the kratom made me very reclusive and just not wanting to deal with the conflict. I'd gotten, burned out, and then I just kind of just moved away and wanted to just, in a sense, just focus on the hemp and the mission and watch my movies. And I stopped watching YouTube for a while. And anyways, it's about to get to 9-10 minutes, so we're at 9 minutes right now, so I'm gonna have to end this. But essentially, Joy, I want to apologize for making you feel uncomfortable. And all right, I'm gonna have to continue this on. All right, love you guys, bye.